We're in the paddock with Team USA at the 2015 ISDE. Day one is just completed, and it's good news, bad news day for Team USA. The World Trophy team is sitting in first place. We got Caleb Russell leading the overall. Second overall is Ryan Sipes, and he won the first two tests. So it was an amazing day for the World Trophy team. Junior Trophy team, opposite story. Lane Michael is out with a wrist injury. He hurt his wrist. I'm not sure if it's broken or separated, but he did not complete the day, so he doesn't have a choice. He's out of the event. That means there's no more throwaways for the Junior Trophy team. And we actually talked to Stu Baylor, and he injured his shoulder. Did that in the last test. He did complete the day, and he's off to the hospital right now with Lane. He's going to find out if he's going to run again tomorrow. So Team USA World Trophy, looking great. Junior Trophy has already got one man down and possibly two, and if that's the case, they're definitely out for the gold medal for that team.
Yeah, day went really well. Started off a little lackluster in that first one. It was a huge disadvantage being the first guy on the test, but it was really slick, so I just rode smart and consistent and just tried not to put it on the ground because it was really quite slick in the woods. And I was kind of bummed that, you know, starting out 15 seconds down already, and I was third and second in the following test, and then I won a couple, and I picked up the pace a little bit, but that was just the tracks dried out, and you know, it was really tough just being the first guy in the test. So at the end of the day, I was happy with how I was riding, and you know, looking forward to the rest of the 6 days. Tomorrow is going to be the same course, so yeah, it's definitely going to be the advantage being the, you know, in the front rows because the track's already established, and the guys behind it's going to be a little bit rougher, and the lines are going to change, and it'll depending on what the weather does, it's actually quite dry underneath the top layer. It's really slick on top when it starts raining here and there, but underneath it's still dry. So I think it's going to be a good advantage if the rain holds off, but if the rain comes, it's going to be an advantage for the guys on the further back rows. But you know, now it's going to be pretty equal because all the fast guys are established and on you know, the first few rows, so it's not going to be as you know, key to be on the further rows. Yeah, it feels good to be leading after day one, but I mean, then again, it's just day one, so it's you know, it's far from over. But you know, we still got 5 days of hard, you know, trails and special tests, and then the final moto. Looking forward to the tomorrow because we're going to be riding the same exact course, and hopefully we can, you know, we're in the lead. We got something to build on from here. So just gotta be smart and try not to make any mistakes.
My first day was, I had a really slow start, and I knew after last year, same kind of thing is, I start slow at 6 days, and I knew that I just need to be consistent. And after about the second or third test, I started getting a little better lines and getting closer to those guys. But those top guys, Caleb and Ryan and Thad, and everybody's riding good. So. Hopefully tomorrow will go a little better, and I'll get back on track and get up front.
The first test I kind of had a little bit of problem in, got a little loose in a section and lost a little bit of time, but you know, I just crawled my way back up, and I think I got like in the 12th overall at one time, and then had a mistake the last test. Fell over in a corner, got my leg stuck on her, so I think I lost like 8 to 10 seconds in there, and I think I went from like 12th to 15th overall. So I mean, the day went good. Just gotta keep climbing. You know, the other part of the team is freaking ripping. You know, Caleb and Ryan are riding really good, and you know, it was fun to ride today with Taylor. And you know, me and Taylor were pretty close in a lot of the tests. So I know I got the speed to be up front. Just got to put it together, and you know, I'm looking forward to later in the week when we really get into the enduro tests through the woods and stuff. I feel like I'll be pretty strong there, and I just can't give up too much now. Germany in 2012. Italy in 13, Argentina last year, and I feel like this may be the toughest one that we have done yet. You know, the transfers are pretty gnarly, and you know, on the third day we actually run the first 2 days backwards, and it's crazy because I'm going down some of these downhills thinking, oh my god, I got to come back up on this on the third day. So you know, I don't think the tests are quite as hard as like Germany was. Germany's test was a little bit more difficult, but the transfers here are gnarly, and it's going to be cutting close on some of the checks, especially tomorrow after it gets super rough, and then the third day, and hopefully they give us a little bit of time. But you know, I enjoy it. I feel like I'm just back home riding in the mountains in my house, and you know, up, down, around, around. So it's pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun.
Day one of ISDE 2015, it went all right. I didn't set the world on fire, but I went out there and I didn't fall at all, and I put in some solid times, and I think we're actually doing really well as a team, and we're Ryan and Caleb are 1st and 2nd overall, so we're doing really well. I think I'm sitting 9th overall, which is not bad, but not exactly where I want to be either. So just got to keep improving as the days go on, and hopefully get up there with those guys. On Wednesday, when we were doing the test day, we kind of do a little shakedown, ride the bikes, get a little practice in, and I was almost done practicing, and I hit a piece of concrete that was hidden in the grass, and it just completely high-sided me. It was a really violent crash. I ended up breaking the triple clamps, the subframe, the exhaust, the radiator, handlebars. So the bike took a really hard hit, and my body took a hard hit as well. It really tweaked out my back and my shoulder. And I've been trying to get those back to as best as I can before the race starts, but they're still not 100%. I could notice it towards the end of the test. My shoulder was just getting weak, and it was tired. But I think if I just keep working on it each night after the race and icing it and getting some stretching in on it, I think it'll be good to keep going.
First test went down, and that was the only time I went down. So still had a good run in the first test, and rode awesome all day compared to how I have in the past. Been a little further back in Argentina and Italy, but today I was actually battling for one of the top few spots in the junior overall, so it was an awesome day. But as a team, we kind of struggled, had some guys crash out. It's not looking good for the team, but I had an awesome day.
Yeah, so just in the first test, got warmed up in the transfer, was really looking forward to it, and just freak thing. Got rolling, and I was riding pretty well. I was hitting everything smooth, just kind of cruising. Didn't make any mistakes, and just came around a left-hander, just nice, smooth, dark left-hander, and I don't know, there's like a limb or pretty thick limb that fell, or that got kicked into the track. It didn't fall, and just took my front wheel, and before I knew it, I was on the ground. I didn't really know what happened. I kind of picked my bike back up and started riding again, and then I realized that something wasn't wrong. Went to grab my clutch, and my whole left hand went numb. So kind of cruised around another minute, and then I actually took my hand off the bar and looked at it and saw that it was not straight. So definitely knew something was wrong there.
Test 1, I was 4th overall, only a couple seconds out of the overall. Test 2, I struggled a little bit. Got off the track, and test 3, I brought it back in. I think I sat top 20 overall and not far out of the overall, but after the first 3, I think I was still leading the junior overall, so I was definitely stoked on that. And test 4, I had another good ride. I had a crash, but I still put in a really good time. It was the test that prior to the day I'd almost overalled, so I was just worried about beating my little brother, and that's where he got me a little bit there. But over the next test, I was able to reel him back in, and in test 6, I'd heard to use the inside lines, and I hit a bank coming down one of the hills. It set me out too wide, and I was trying to knife back across the track, and when I did, braking bump just completely took my front end away, and it like catapulted me one way. I hit the berm, and like a high side to, I don't even know what happened. It happened fast, and it was a really fast part of the track running down one of those hills, and it resulted in a 2nd to 3rd degree separation, AC separation on my right shoulder. So it was definitely a bummer, but I finished that test. I think I'm sitting 4th or 5th, probably a little further back than that in the junior overalls. And after some x-rays, we're going to see how everything looks, and I might be back for day 2.